For many years, I got really, really sick. I was fighting debilitating conditions that I didn't have any explanation for. It wasn't until almost 2 decades of suffering that I started to get some answers. And I had been fighting Lyme disease, I had been fighting endometriosis, as well as other digestive disorders that nobody could properly diagnose for me. I started running out of options, and Reiki came to me. I had gotten my first Reiki session, and for the first time in years, I felt relief. It really opened up the floodgates for me. As I started getting Reiki, I started getting more in tune with myself, and I was pursuing tattooing. I just hadn't gotten an apprenticeship yet. And once I did start my apprenticeship and I started tattooing people, I started putting the connection together of how important keeping my energy good was. Because from even getting my own experience of getting tattoos, there's been times that the artist who was tattooing me was honestly kind of a curmudgeon and talked down to me, didn't really treat me with respect. You could tell they were annoyed. They didn't really like the job that they were doing. They didn't like my idea, the request, or whatever it was. And ultimately, I went through my whole entire life seeing this tattoo and remembering how negative it was. So when I started seeing this come through in my own work, I started really valuing the importance of having energetic integrity in tattooing. So as I was going through my Reiki journey, as I was starting to go through my own spiritual awakening journey, it dawned on me, how can I incorporate Reiki into tattooing? So I had to learn. I got my Reiki level 1 and started keeping my own energy cleared and centered for people. And that's when shifts really started happening for me. One day I was on Instagram and one of my mentors had been advertising about jewelry that she had been making and how she was infusing it with Reiki. And then another one of my mentors opened up a cafe where they were infusing the food and the drinks with Reiki. And I was like, how do I infuse my tattoos with Reiki? So naturally, I continued learning Reiki. I got my level 2 and started doing it. And alongside that, I was also attending these events and was really falling in love with the reverence and the practice of a spiritual ceremony and sitting with community and honoring our paths, honoring our journey, witnessing each other, and really uplifting each other into becoming a more empowered and best version of ourselves that we can be. And that community witnessing, that aspect, is truly what compounded the healing and the growth for me over time. So then I wanted to do that too. I started remembering that tattooing is ancient ceremony throughout all cultures. It originated in marking rites of passage, very huge personal moments. And in doing such, it really acts as a permanent reminder of where you are on your journey, where you've been, who you've been, how much you've grown, how you've become who you are. And being able to timestamp that energy into the body has also been a huge growing point for me. When I first started getting tattooed, I was going through those chronic pain conditions. And I didn't know what to do. I felt like my body hated me. It was fighting me. I didn't feel at home in my body. So for me, getting a tattoo was an act of reclamation for that. It truly was. It was an act of reclamation, and it was a way for me to take control of the pain that I had been experiencing. And now that I'm looking back on this, I know that right then and there, I was alchemizing that pain into power. And that's the energy that I bring to the table with tattoo. It's why I came out here. It's why I'm now in Sedona. Throughout this path, everything just kept rearranging in my life. And ultimately, I was guided to come out here. Because nobody here is treating tattooing with this respect in the way that I do. And spiritual seekers and normal people alike come here all the time seeking for something, to get back in touch with themselves, to get rooted in their own body, to reconnect with nature. We're so ungrounded as a society, and there's no deeper of a grounding act than doing embodiment work. And when you couple a tattoo with Reiki, or with ceremony, or with guidance, that leaves an energetic imprint on your body. That energetic imprint, you can't lose it, you can't break it, it's always going to be there with you. So you look down, you look at your skin, you remember who the frick you are. You remember who you are. And you come back home to yourself. You begin to learn how to honor yourself. And this is something that I desire to bring with Sacred Rebel Tattoo. Sacred Rebel Tattoo is a tattoo shop that fosters community. It fosters growth. It fosters your healing. I have a deep respect and reverence for classic American traditional tattooing as a culture. And I don't want to lose that either. I want to be able to have both. I do have both. I create both. I hold space for both. For those who are just looking for a classic tattoo, I approach that tattoo with the same energy as I would somebody who's looking for a spiritual talisman. This community needs a space that can really help combine these aspects. The seekers are looking for the ceremonial. Those who are curious or who haven't gotten there yet, or hell, who even denounce it, they also have a space here too. I want to bring the first eco-conscious tattoo shop to Sedona. With disposables and the single-use supplies that we use in tattooing, there's no reason not to. Anyone who's in Sedona should be respecting the earth. Anyone everywhere should be respecting the earth if we're really being honest. But specifically here, because Mama Gaia will recognize what you're doing to her. It's like instant karma, really. But yeah, I want to bring the first eco-conscious tattoo experience to Sedona, as well as the first blend of energy work with tattoo to Sedona. I can infuse your tattoos with Reiki or not. It's totally up to you. I can provide spiritual insight and guidance or not. It's totally up to you. I'm here for you however you need me to be here for you. I want to build a space where community can gather, where we can have art gallery events, where I can also host healing events and workshops and really assist humanity and the people who come here looking to get back in touch with their power, to assist them with tools to get back in touch with that power. Every ceremonial tattoo I do doubles as a spiritual guided session. I am there 100%. To share my journey, my path, my experiences, my tools, the way that I regulate, the way that I have healed, because I'm in remission of all of my illness. I am thriving. I have never been this healthy. And if it wasn't for getting my energy right and learning how to truly honor myself first, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing. And this is just the energy that I want everybody to exist in. So thank you for hearing me. Be well. I love you. And thank you so much for considering helping bringing such a important business here to Sedona. I appreciate you, and I wouldn't be here